My name is Heather Ritter. My husband's name is Dave. I have 3 boys, Seth, Elijah, and Aaron, and I'm a part-time school bus driver for Mechanicsburg School District.
Hi, I'm Beth Truitt, and I am married to Dave Truitt, who is the children's pastor here at McBIC. I have 2 sons. John is 13 and Josiah is 10. We have lived in Mechanicsburg for the past 8 years.
Hi, I'm Sherry Selkirk, and I am married to Chris, and I have 3 kids, Josiah, who's 13, Gabrielle, 11, and Haley, who is 8.
God has really been speaking to me about people, about His love for them. And as I start my day every day and spend time with Him, I really just ask Him to use me in whatever that looks like. And I just get really excited about the things that He does, whether that's on the bus, whether that's with coworkers, whether that's in the grocery store. I get really excited about hearing from God and what He wants me to do during the day.
About 3 years ago, as I was walking to school, I met another mom. And over time, we began talking and just sharing our passion for women and a ministry to women and women's health. And so we prayed together for about 2 years about what this looked like and where God would lead with this ministry. We also, in the meantime, were both taking Zumba classes. So at one point, I just felt like God really leading us that we were to become Zumba instructors, and that would be the platform that God would use to help reach women and help with women's health.
The cleaning business that He has given me has been an incredible blessing for me. So sometimes I have like 4 hours of uninterrupted God time, because once you get in cleaning mode, you just go. I have a specific Hindu family that has been an incredible blessing to me, and including sitting down to eat some Indian food with them, which has been awesome.
On my bus, I really feel like it's ministry. I have a lot of different nationalities and different kids from all different backgrounds, and I spend a lot of time praying for them throughout my driving with them. And as they get on and off the bus, I'm able to bless them with a smile or whatever that looks like, but just to really show them kindness and God's love.
And we began teaching 2 classes a week. We teach Zumba, and then at the end we offer prayer for any women who would like to stay for prayer. Connecting with women, offering a place where women can have a stress release, and just also being there as a resource, talking to them about health issues if they have questions. So it's been a lot of fun.
God has shown me that there's a lot of people out there that are hurting, and I have a choice each day whether or not to interact with them or to be my introverted self and sit in my car and read books like I sometimes really want to do, or if I'll choose to engage in the lives of those people around me that He's placed in my life.
Just am learning to be available to God and not worry about my time schedule. Just to really seek Him and what He wants me to do, whether that's talking to somebody at the grocery store for a half an hour, and just know that that's really what God wanted me to do that day, and be okay with that.
Every now and then in this Hindu family's house, I've been able to sit down with the daughter, a teenage daughter. She's been home during the day, and she's invited me to sit down and eat lunch with her, and she fixes me a meal. And during that time, we sat down to eat together, and I looked at her and I said, "Can I bless the food?" And she said, "Sure." So I was able to pray over the food with her that day. About a month ago, they moved into this gorgeous house, and I was helping with the move. And there were other people there helping with the move and whatnot, and they brought in pizza. And this daughter was there, and she looked at me and said, "Sherry, will you bless the food?" And everybody kind of looked at me with some strange looks because they hadn't experienced this before, and I was like, absolutely. So I was able to pray and bless the food, but I didn't stop there. I was able to, in their new move into this house, just pray over the house for them and bless them as they began this new journey into their lives at this house. And after I was done, the mom looked at me and said, "Thanks." And just this past week, the mom called me to talk about some work-related stuff. But then at the end, she told me the story of what her husband was going through at work. And she ended with, "Will you pray for him?"
A little while ago, it's been about a year ago now, I guess, there was a girl at work who didn't have a home. And she needed a place to stay. And she was a girl who was really struggling at work, had some, people weren't really welcoming her at the time. And Dave and I allowed her to stay in our home for a few days. And we're able to bless her in a lot of other ways as well.
After we had been teaching for about 3 weeks, we had one woman come up to us at the end of class, and she had tears in her eyes, and she said, "I just have to tell you, I've grown up in the church, I've grown up in private school, I have never experienced prayer like this before. Just this personal prayer, talking to God." She said, "I come to your class as much for the prayer as I do for the Zumba." And at that point, we just realized that God was really using this ministry, this simple exercise class, to reach into the hearts of women.
I was able to sit down at a table with the mom one time over Easter, and she was asking me what Easter meant to me as a Christian. It was an incredible time of telling her the story of our risen Savior. After that, I actually gave her The Passion of the Christ, the movie, to watch. And she was able to watch that, and she told me she cried through the whole ending of it. So I don't know what God has in store, but I'm definitely praying salvation over this family's life.
I think for such a long time, I felt like ministry had to look a certain way. And I'm realizing that God has made me uniquely and made everyone uniquely, so He wants to use me through Zumba, something that's so non-traditional in terms of ministry, to reach other women. So I think I'm just realizing His heart. He loves us that much. Like those passions He puts inside of us, those things that don't necessarily look like ministry, traditional ministry, He's put them inside of us for a reason, and He wants to use those very things to reach those around us.
I just really want to say that it is just so awesome to be able to give God the glory for all of it. Bus driving or whatever we're doing at the grocery store, whatever, may seem very, very simple and very day-to-day, everyday, boring stuff. But, He has a purpose and a plan in all of it. And when you seek that every single day, He will do amazing things and just be able to bless others through you.